I don't know where that came from. Don't judge me. I got space to move my legs. Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna do that. Why would I do that? Ladies and gentlemen, we have been working all day, and now it's after work. I'm Joe. Welcome back to another episode of Collector's Edition. We are here doing a part 1 of 2 Nicalis special of all the launch editions that have shown up. I am one shy of a launch edition, but I have the physical copy of that particular game. We'll save it for the next week. So just with that little bit of caveat there, unfortunately. But hey, we're doing the best we can. And I'm sorry I didn't get all the launch editions. I tried. But we got 4 here that we're going to show you in this episode. We'll show you the other 4 in next week's episode. I apologize that this video is late. And also a quick thank you to everyone over on Twitch that's been supporting me there. And I was able to get new shelving, get a new monitor, add some more stuff up there, and like actually be able to show you guys the collector's items that like just kind of like sit there and chill out and have them all nicely presented and whatnot. And the table is next. The table is the next thing, and then everything will be upgraded to the way I want it, at least for now. And that's just the amazing support that this community gives. You guys are everything, and I can't thank you guys enough. So without further ado, something I can give you guys is a look at these 4 games that we're going to show off. And the first one we're going to go with is Acota Princess EX. Now this game's a beat 'em up / RPG game. You're doing a lot of hacking and slashing. You got 3 planes that you're going through each battle, similar to like Phantom Breaker. If you played that game, that's also out on the Switch. And this was a 3DS game that's been ported to the Nintendo Switch. Originally, I think it was published by Atlas. Someone want to correct me on that? I think this was an Atlas published game, and now published by Nicalis, which is really awesome because Nicalis puts a lot of love into their Nintendo Switch title, so I'm very happy about this. The game itself has a dual dual cut artwork covers, so we'll start off there, and bam, there's the original, what you'll see in stores, and then this is what the alternate cover looks like. It's pretty dope. Same backing for the most part. Actually, slightly different animation on the characters and whatnot. But I believe this may have been the 3DS cover. I'm not 100% sure because I missed out on this 3DS title, and then I purposely held out for another few months because I heard this was coming to the Switch. So there's your cartridge. I made sure that I put all the carts in the damn thing this time. So let's focus in on this and see if I can get this to look. There you go, right there. Oh my goodness. And of course, a lot of what you're gonna see in this 2-part series, I'm not gonna cut that out, is instruction booklets and mini discs, which is really, really awesome. Here you go is the mini disc right there. Bam. Which I think is cool. It's like a taste soundtrack. I know. I remember in the stream, Alan was like, what is this, 1992? It's like, yo, I had a mini disc player when I was in high school. I thought it was the coolest thing on the planet. Mind you, this was like 2002, 2003. Oh my goodness. But here you go. Here is the Acota Princess EX instruction booklet. Again, they put a lot of love into this. They lay out the story, the controls, and there's actually really helpful tips in here. Tips? Sure, we'll go with that. And what I really like is this art book style is very, you'll see this again, a very common thing with the Nicalis seal of approval, which you can see right here. Official product right there. I love that they do this. It's so ballsy. I love it. Oh my god. But there's the back as well. These very much resemble like old school Game Boy covers. I love this because this strikes home for me because I was always into Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. DS I sort of dwindled a little bit and then came back with the 3DS. But yo, dude, these are the love in this. Like, just brings back a lot of nostalgia, but it's also cool that like you're really getting your bang for your buck when you're buying physical with Nicalis games. So that's Acota Princess EX. I recommend this for anybody who's into beat 'em ups. And the RPG elements are very minimal, but it does make you think about what armor you're going to be going in with, because not all the armor is going to just immediately increase all your stats. You're really going through thinking, alright, am I going to go in with wanting to do more magic with this particular character that I have in my party? Or, sorry, not in your party, you can only pick one at a time, but it's also local co-op and internet co-op as well. So you can go in and play the game with other people online, which is another big plus with this game that I really, really like. But yes, going back to the armor real quick, like, it really does make you think, like, what weapon am I going to pick? What piece of armor am I going to pick? What accessory am I going to use? And kind of like a lot of give and take is the name of the game with this. There's some grinding, but nothing too crazy that you're going to be spending a lot of time repeating levels. I would almost say, since the stages are about a minute to 3 minutes a piece, you'll probably spend maybe 10-15 minutes every so often going back to grind out, and it depends on what character you want to pick too. So you can start with Solange and then you build out a party from there. There's also a mode where every enemy that you've encountered in the game becomes a guardian, and you can level those characters up. There's like some upwards of like 50 guardians total that you can play as, which is nuts. So up next we've got Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap. You guys saw me do a Nintendo Spotlight on this. I think just about everything that you guys are going to see in this Collector's Edition episode and next week I've done a Nintendo Spotlight with, minus the next one. And so yeah, Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap. It came out on Switch last year, very early in the Switch life cycle, and also recently got a physical release this year. Actually, not so recent. It was still winter, February, March area, so sorry, what am I saying? I already have the alternate cover popped on this. I really like it. There you have it. That's the alternate there. Ooh, okay. And here is the... Oh, no, sorry. I think this is the... Maybe I put the... Oh, okay. This might be the... I can't remember at this point. This might be the alternate cover. I could be totally wrong. I thought the Sega-looking thing was the giveaway there as the alternate, but this might actually be it. Someone correct me in the dang thing. Let's see what else we've got going on here. There's the game if you're curious about that. I'm gonna put it right. There's really not much to it. It's not worth zooming. And what's cool is soundtracks and instruction booklets. But you also got a little ornament keychain looking thing as well, which I think is pretty dope. It's him as a dragon, actually, the boy as a dragon, which I thought is really cute. Monster Boy soundtrack on a mini disc again. Shout out to the mini disc. Very underutilized product here. Which all the music you guys will see as I'm like unboxing these are from a song pulled from each particular game as I'm unboxing them. So that way you guys get a little taste of the music as well. And yes, I do have a CD drive in my CPU. Yes, people still use that, okay? I'm old school, damn it. Up next, the instruction booklet again shows you guys the story. They take so much love and time into creating these things here, which is really awesome. The artwork in here, sometimes you even get a little bit of concept art going on in here, which is really cool. And oh, sorry, the back as well. Ooh yeah, Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap. And there's another one coming out soonish, right? Did that get pushed back? I thought it was supposed to be out in the summer. But maybe I'm just making that all up in my head. I thought there was supposed to be a sequel coming out. You guys in the comments, let me know. Up next, we've got Runner 3, right? 3? This one's a runner rhythm game. It's probably the running platformer video rhythm game. It's probably the best way to describe it. You have a bunch of unlockable characters. Commander Video is your main character, which fun fact, Commander Video was almost in Streets of Red. That is a true story. So yes, that's a little fun fact right there. But yeah, here you go, Runner. This I remember flipping over to the alternate package, the alternate cover, and this is the original. What you see in stores as you're walking through your Best Buys and whatnot. One thing I forgot to mention with some of the other ones, I'll go back, is sometimes you get on the plastic these little stickers in here. This one says first run bonus goodies inside. So this was a first run of this, and right away, similar to the dragon one, you got a commander video in here that's kind of like an ornament. This one's a little bit harder to see. This is a little more reflective, but there you go. Like on like an ornament. You put it on a Christmas tree or something like that, you know? Let's get that back in there. And oh, I forgot to put him back. Oh well, that's fine. We'll put him back in a minute. Here you go. Here's the cartridge. Sorry, you like that? I don't even know. It probably doesn't even go with the music that's playing, but I do like this mini disc right here. I think that's pretty cool. And last but not least, instruction booklet. Boom, again. Sorry, I'm trying to get my fingers not so much in the way of everything here. But yes, this is a rather unique platformer rhythm game. And this is the first... I've played Runner before, I feel like, but this is the first one that I've, like, you know, really gotten into and played. And it's funny because I love rhythm games, and I always give every rhythm game a chance. I don't own either Runner 2 or Runner, but I know I've played them. Gosh, not nearly, clearly, like, not enough or anything like that. But this one I've jumped into. I've jumped into a good amount. Nothing crazy, but like, you know, what I would normally do for a spotlight is probably the amount of time that I've spent so far. So maybe like an hour and a half or something like that. But I want to jump into this when like I can fully commit to something that's not Octopath or Ys 8 length right now, as we're still going through both those games over on Twitch. And so that is Runner 3 right now. And just to go back real quick, I don't think there's a sticker inside the Wonder... No. But I do have it for... And I was so upset. It got ruined when I was trying to unbox the packaging. But this is one of the characters in Acota Princess. This is the Acota Princess one real quick, just to go back. Focused in. Exciting goodies inside. Those stickers normally indicate, like... when they're a launch edition too as well, because they don't really say, they don't go out of their way to add the text for a launch edition, because eventually it's just going to be the same SKU that gets less goodies and whatnot, so it'll just come without the sticker instead. That's sort of their way of like not having to make a separate SKU for a physical version. But last but not least, or sorry, not a physical version, but a limited launch edition version. Last but not least, we've got The End Is Nigh. This game surprised me. I actually never played it before. I know it's like a PC game as well. I'm sure it's on Xbox and PS4. But this was made by one half of the Team Meat people. The people that made Meat Boy. Which, Meat Boy, Super Meat Boy Forever. When's that coming out? Edmund McMullen, The End Is Nigh. It's a really quirky, funny game. One of the characters, I think it may be this guy here, or it might have been something in the intro, is voiced by one of the dudes from Red Letter Media. I found that out from Seek and Destroy. He was the one that was telling me it when I was doing the Nintendo Spotlight of this. But here you go, The End Is Nigh. I don't think this one, not necessarily an alternate cover, but I think it's really dope. Sort of like that apocalyptic end of the world feel right there, which that's pretty much it. Like, Ash is like this straight up blob that's going around. His video game broke, and then you were just kind of immediately going through platforms and whatnot. There's a lot of collectibles, but there you go. There's the, which shout out to Binding of Isaac right there too. From the creator, oh, and the creator of Binding of Isaac, so Edmund McMillan. There you go, and then the, oh gosh, sorry about that, boom. Ash kicking goodies inside. So there you go. Right there, those were the stickers that were on front. I try to keep all of them, and all of them intact as well. Sometimes I don't have as much luck as the others, but I guess since I have it in my hand, the little goodie that's inside this one is Ash himself. Little squishy Ash. I don't know where that came from. Don't judge me. Up next is the game itself, which, nothing crazy there. It is mature rating, so not for you. And of course, to close it out, play instruction booklet. Boom. And just more and more love to the homies at Nicalis that really pour out. And this one's a little bit thicker, I feel like. It might be the same amount of pages, or maybe it's just the paper that they used there. They got a whole section with Edmund McMillan here as well, too. The creator of this game, Binding of Isaac, and 1/2 of Team Meat, which is dope. And boom, boom, boom. And all this little concept art that they've got going on in the back, too. It's really nice to see this happening in physical media, where you're not having to spend $50 to $100 on a collector's edition for games, when if you can manage to pull off buying them close to launch day, you know, some of these games last a week or two on the shelves with the items in them. Sometimes they last even longer than that, and it's at their, you know, their physical edition price, like a $40, $50 game sometimes. You're not having to shell out, sorry, I was comparing the $50 to the collector's edition, but you know what I mean. Like, you can go out and just buy a game and expect things in there that are normally in, that used to be in gaming physical media for the longest time, and then we end up in this spot where we get just a disc that has half the game, and then you gotta download a day one update to it. Like, all these Nicalis games are full games day one. Very rarely do you bump into a patch update day one with these games. I think Cave Story Plus might have had one, but these games are mostly ready to go, and they're like the definitive editions of these games as well, because they've been on other consoles, which is really dope. That, like, okay, I can get this cartridge and not have to worry about a thing. And Nicalis puts the love and care into them with adding the instruction booklets, a thing of the past, and little things here and there to really make you, the bang for your buck. You know, most of these titles run about $40. I think they're all $39.99 for the most part. Maybe, yeah, I think $39.99. Someone correct me on that, but I think most of these are. I know Blade, Acota Princess was for sure, but running back, like, I can't remember off the top of my head. So if you can't pick up a collector's edition, anything with Nicalis so far that they've put out, I always say go for it, because A, their games are quality, and B, the stuff that comes in there shows a lot of love and care and thought that they put into these games. So Nicalis, shout out to you guys. We'll be covering part 2 next Thursday, so stay tuned for that. Don't worry, it will land on Thursday this time. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode. I want to thank you guys so much for all the crazy updates. I think I said that at the beginning of this video. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, but this is making life so much easier, and I can't thank you enough for that. So hopefully this just means better quality content for you guys that I can bring out. You guys get to see the behind the scenes finally of, like, something neat and not just like a boring wall or a green screen or something like that. So before I, like, break down or something like that, I'm gonna go edit this video. I'm gonna get it out to you on a nice Saturday morning video, and I'll see you tonight for a live stream. I'll be live over on Twitch. 8 p.m. Eastern time is when I plan on starting, but we may start earlier. So if you're not in my Discord, which is in the description down below, or following me on Twitter at Joe After Work, the name's right here, do that so that way you guys get the in-the-moment updates and the wackiness of the Discord. I love that community. Everyone there is just amazing, and I love you guys. So if you enjoyed what you saw here, give it a like, share it with your friends, let them know what we do here. We play video games after work, we talk about them, we unbox them here after work. This is Joe clocking out. I'll see you next time. Take care. Love y'all. Whee! Oh, the computer's right there. Don't want to hurt that. Why, welcome to my humble abode.